Alrighty then. Good evening and welcome, one and all. My name is Michael. I'm the DLC Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder. Wait, no, this is wrong. Let me try that again. There we go. No one knows. What are you talking about? Welcome, one and all.
Flawless, Dag, flawless.
I know, right? It looked really cool, right? Too. Could you imagine if I fucking bewitched this? You know, I like did the little nose twinkle. It's like, what game are we playing? I don't know. Let's find out. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, we're on for Monday. Oh my God, that's broken as shit. I'm gonna have to deal with that in the morning. Never mind. Let's see how Wednesday looks. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I definitely need to fix that. That's a good way for me to. Yeah. That's a good way for me to check my layouts. Let's try this again.
That's interesting.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Apart from, Navander being a little messed up, it's fine. It's actually not bad. And then, there we go. See? And it's great. It's there. It's got people. Yeah. That actually looks really smooth. I hate the fact that I can make a mistake like that, and it's okay. It's too smooth. It's too smooth, because if I make that mistake, I won't fucking notice. And if you guys, you troll use, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause for my Patreons who are here having fun, having a great time. But these fuckers will troll me. They will. They will let me go an entire stream and not tell me that I have fucked up the layout. I will be there an hour into the show and it's like, hey, Dag. So, and they'll roleplay it. They'll roleplay characters that aren't theirs and not tell me. And I'll just be like, the fuck is going on? Oh, well, we'll keep going, I guess. Because I'm an idiot. It's what I do. It's how I am. Anyway.
Here, you're going to have me play a different rough drunk dwarf anyway.
It's true. It's true. And God willing, I hope we don't have new people in this chat, because I haven't even started all my shit yet. I mean, it's a day. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Mike. I'm the DLC Gamer. We are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, a tabletop role-playing game in which my lovely Patreons take on the role of heroes and adventurers set in the world of Galarian, home of the Pathfinder universe, created by the people over at Paizo. I, the titular game master, take on the role of the antagonist, the story, the narrator, and arbitrate the rules and consequences that are determined by the shiny click-clacks of fate. Yes, that's right. Click-clack addictions. We all know it. But yes, and we gather here in order to celebrate storytelling and having a good time and enjoying all the cool, wonderful, and amazing things. So yes, there's that as well. Now, before we kick off, we have some people to thank for every episode that we do, and that is, of course, the people who make us look so good and feel amazing and help support the channel in all a number of ways. Starting with Hero Forge for the wonderful art you can see on stream here. All the character tokens, all the minis and stuff like that are made by Hero Forge, which is a 3D model making program that allows you to, boom, 3D print your own freaking miniatures for your TTRPG adventures. And hey, 3D print's not your thing? Boom, 2D. Look at that. Little flat pack bros that you can take back with you. Honestly, it is one of the best ways to bring to life some inspired characters. So go check out Hero Forge, and yeah, hey, if you order some, let them know that Dag sent you. Let me be like, hey, heard this thing about Dag. He's pretty cool, isn't he? Because that's what they love to hear. Then, of course, we have the wonderful and amazing sound sets available by our friends over at Sirenscape, which is a huge library of sound effects that can bring to life any TTRPGs, available not only for your virtual tabletop, but also through things like your mobile apps and phones, so that you can do things like, I will cast spooky noise! That was not the ooh I wanted, people. That was not the ooh I wanted. I wanted a scary ooh, not a ooh. But that's fine, whatever. But I can cast Magic Missile. Take that. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anytime I ask for it, it's like, I was supposed to be really supportive of a friend of mine the other day. Like he just got some news. Like he's like, comes in, he's like, hey, I just got a promotion for work. And I was gonna, I was supposed to sound really invested and interested. I was supposed to go, ooh, oh wow, thing. But I ended up going, ooh, like I was just being a dick. Just like fuck. Felt really bad. Anyway. My weird sound effect life. But yeah, go check out Sirenscape. Go subscribe to their Super Siren tier. Very worth it. Very much a lot of fun. And lastly, we have Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice. All the pretty things you see, all the artworks, all the maps, all the things like that come from there. And we have our dice roller that is also something we use from Fantasy Grounds. There you go. Yeah, Fantasy Grounds, honestly, still, till this day, one of the best things that I can use to improvise scenes and create amazing encounters on the fly, super quick. And hell, I mean, we'll see it today as well. One of my players said in the chat that, hey, there's something I'd like to do while we're in the Feywild. Let's do it. And I made it happen. That's what's happening. We're doing it. So, cool stuff like that. Not a sponsor, but somewhere we're going to plug as well is the Crit Awards. Guys, guess what? Your boy's up for Best Twitch Channel of 2024, Best Legacy Twitch Channel of 2024, and it is the last couple of days for you to vote. So if you haven't voted already, go follow the link. Give your boy a shout out. I mean, why not? There isn't going to be a live event at Gen Con, unfortunately. There was a bit of a snafu with a lot of stuff happening on that end of things, but there is going to be a virtual event, which I will attend. I don't know. I haven't been told. I haven't been told anything. Okay, no. I've probably been told stuff. I just haven't been paying attention. Because anyone who knows me knows that I don't even pay attention to my own channel. That's the truth. I don't know shit. I don't know shit about anything. It's not until I wake up at 4 in the morning and Rob's gone, hey, have you heard about this? That I then hit to Google and, that's just my life. So, yes. Crit Awards, great, amazing. You'll know more when I know more. All right, there's that. Now, let's turn over to our wonderful and amazing characters that are going to be embarking on today's adventure, starting with none other than Lushara, played by our dear friend, OG Lava Kitten.
Hello. Yes, I'm playing Lushara, who is an elven witch traveling with her party. She's having second thoughts. It's okay. But
really?
Yes,
what was the first one? You shouldn't be here?
Oh, yes. That was her first thought. Like, why am I here and why am I with these people and what is happening in my life?
Fair.
Yes. So, yes, they got a bit of crazy news at the end of last session. So I think we're all hyper focused on we're the champions of what now?
The chosen of Canmipo's court. Yeah, that's a whole thing to have to deal with. Next up, playing the role of Bilritar, the dwarven barbarian, is none other than our friend Schooly.
Yes, Belrotar, who likes a few drinks, and let's be real, he's mainly here to protect the smart people so they can give him the answers that he's searching for.
Fair. I mean, hey, keep the brains alive. That's what the body and the fists are for. Fantastic. Next up, we have Arsini, our sorcerer undead skeleton, played by our dear friend Neil from Immersion Diversion.
Yes, hello. Arsini used to be human. Technically thinks he still should be human, but upon crossing the gate, immediately came out as a skeleton and doesn't know how it happened. But is assuming someone or something turned him into it, because you don't just become a skeleton overnight. So
one does not simply become a skeleton overnight. Well done. Yes. Next, of course, playing the role of the Elven Ranger Aelith is our dear friend Jen.
Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm playing Aelith. She is, she wants to get to the bottom of what is going on so that hopefully she can get home soon. With all the events that have happened, it's just been one thing after another. Yeah, she needs to stick around and keep an eye on this ragtag team.
A ragtag indeed. And speaking of rags, let's see, introducing our ragdoll player, the puppet known as Viv, and her childlike eidolon, I feel like, is kind of the apropos description of this character, is being played by our dear friend McBluff.
Hi, Dad. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Can I say you're my most polite player?
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. You can tell me about your character if you'd like. Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you hang up.
I'll hang up. I'll leave. I'll go. There's a leave button right there. Yeah, kind of pretty much summed up. Viv is very much a manifestation embodiment of a childlike wonder and a wish to be alive. Upon entering, or perhaps leaving, they're not quite sure which, the gate, they became a living puppet rather than just being a doll carried around by a child. They're now searching for said child, and they're hopeful to get some answers here. Although now they have more questions from our dear Undertaker to find answers for, so we'll do that first, I guess.
Indeed, indeed. Lots of questions the Undertaker I hopefully will be able to answer. And last but certainly not least, taking up the role of our dwelf druid Elink is our dear friend Nick.
Good evening, everyone. Hope we're all doing very well. Hope you're doing well, Dag. And Elink is so far very keen to join the Pathfinder Society and is hoping that by getting, some quests and some adventure under her belt, she'll start being able to approve and then has to go find them. But let's get this adventure done first.
Love that. Now, I've got a question for you. Do you have peacock feather earrings or is it a centipede?
Neither, actually. They're like little
Higher?
metal porcupine spines.
Oh, okay. Good.
There's just a lot of them.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I was because I love peacock feathers. Actually, in my homebrew world, I actually have an entire kingdom based on the peacock feather because they had all the colors stripped from their world by anti-magic. So they idolize the peacock for its multicolored feathers and are known as the Kingdom of the Dusk Folk.
Very cool.
Anyway.
Yes, peacock feathers are delicious.
Yeah, no, yeah. All right. Now, of course, guys, we have one last person to thank before we kick off today's game, and that is you guys in chat. Guys, thank you so much for being here and being a part of the show. Just by watching, you are here. You are at the table with me live, and these people too. And we invite you to come on behind the GM screen and have a bit of fun with us as well. Now, guys, just by watching the show, you earn channel points, and those of you who are subscribed, you earn channel points a little quicker. And these channel points can be used for a number of rewards, ranging from insight bonuses, inspiration, divine intervention, divine healing, a whole bunch of cool stuff there that is just for you guys to use at any point in time. We also have those people who wish to help donate and support a good cause, that being, of course, me. I'm a good cause. I don't know. There are better causes, right? It doesn't mean I'm not a good one, I mean, there's no one goes around saying, oh yeah, I've got this pretty average cause, Like, I need milk. How's that for a cause? Just need some milk. But yes.
Donate $2.
If you want to donate to DAG, we always say this: donate generously, but obviously donate responsibly. But there are a number of rewards that have a more tangible benefit to my players during the game as we play. Benefit's a very loose term. For $5, our players can, you can donate to either give one of my players one of these red marks or me a purple mark. The red marks are hero points that can be used by my players to stave off death, petition the GM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to negate hero points, have bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate matters ever so slightly. For $10, I have 2 decks of cards in front of me. You get to pick which deck you would like to use. Either a plot twist deck, where I will draw 3 of these cards from either a flashback or a plot twist card, and you get to pick one of them, and that gets used in the game. Then, of course, we have, boom, a heroic action deck, where you get to pick a player of your choice, and they get a unique free heroic action that also serves as a hero point, but also gives them a really cool and wonderful power. Boom, so there's that. For $20, you can donate to give someone a coveted golden natural 20, which is just a natural 20, because sometimes you just need a win. You just need to succeed. You can't be messing around with fate and stuff. You just need that win. And that's what they're there for. For $50, the big 50, you can donate to either provide a magic item to a player of your choice. This can be a homebrew item you design, a item that I will design, or you can ask my players to take an item from their wish list so that they can use that instead. However, if you feel like you woke up on the side of violence, however, you can use that $50 instead to increase the difficulty of a challenge with a boss buff, making a minion into a super minion into a boss into a super boss, and a super boss into a, oh my god, where did Ellen go? Oh yes, she's being eaten. That kind of whole shebang. It could also be that the environment changes. We can make things more difficult, more dangerous, more deadly. We can up the stakes, increase the antes, find old grandmas to suddenly throw into the mix. Trust me, I did actually legitimately do that in one of my games. I can't remember which game. What game did I do that in? I think it might have been a game with Rob. I literally just had his grandmother show up. Like, they were like, why is my grandma even here? Why? She wasn't even here a second ago, but now she is.
You have
Oh, that's-
grandmas in one of your.
I think it was Marcus's, maybe. Marcus's grandmother. Was it? Oh, I can't remember. I'll remember it
Didn't
later.
Walking Dead also have some grandmas.
Oh
but
yeah,
maybe
Walking
I'm
Dead
thinking-
also has lots of grandmas and stuff like that. Yeah, GM. Thank you, Vala. Yes, it's a GM side quest. All right. Anyway, last but not least, for the secret menu item, the big old $100 secret menu item. Now, the $100 secret menu item is going to trigger two things. The first is it will trigger a backstory plot for one of my players. Now, this is a very ad hoc thing that I've put together, but Aelith has a background feat called the Feylost, and the $100 secret menu item will instigate the Feylost quest, which will take us on a whole other journey into a different area of the Feywilds. Now, understand, we will still be touching on that a little bit, but the $100 donation is to go into a full-blown, massive quest with that encounter. The second thing that you will get for the $100 secret menu item, I think some of you may notice, I've changed my my stretch goal for this session because
what?
we have
God, I didn't
smashed.
even read that.
We have absolutely smashed the Dead Aussie Gamer Bill thing for this month, and honestly, this month has been so hard financially, but you guys have gotten me through it. You officially got me through it, and I want to thank you. You have all been amazing, and there's only 2 days left in the month, so I figured,
Right.
you know, hey, rather than just having it sit there, let's make your money work for you. So if we hit that $100 stretch goal, I'm gonna just have a random monster chase Neil. What is that monster
All
gonna
right,
be?
if you-
I don't know. It could be anything. But once that $100 happens, yep, Neil's gonna get chased by a monster. Doesn't matter which one it is. I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna hit the random button. It's gonna go for him. Yep.
All right, if you're gonna make me a stretch goal, I'm gonna make you spell my name right.
Do I? Okay. Well, how do I spell your name? No, actually, I know.
It's,
Technically, I should actually say Arseni. There we go.
But no, you just switch the I and the E, and that's good.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I just call it Arseni because that way people know it's you. Well, it's also you, but you know,
Yeah.
it's you. So there you go. That's it. Oh, Boulette with Quickling? Yeah, stuff like that. That'd be fun. Undead Kitty Cat? Yeah. Lots of ideas. Whole bunch of things. There we go. And by the way, the Neil stretch goal is a cumulative one, so you don't have to do that in one hit. But obviously, if we get the $100 secret menu item, then we automatically get that one as well. So, cool. I think that's it. Guys, we ready? Should we kick off?
Hell yeah.
All right. Well.
Chased. Oh no.
Without any further ado, our players once again return to the lands of Galarian. Now, our adventure has taken place because a group of individuals disappeared mysteriously 8 months ago through these massive and bizarre gates known as the Aodara, returning after 8 months with no memory of what had occurred beyond, only that they were lured there by their dreams and visions of that which they most desired. All of them, some way, shape, or form, having been changed forever by their experiences, whether it's coming through with a new companion, missing something, having no skin. The variety of different ways that our heroes were now different, in some ways connected them once more in the hands of Edward Riddleson, a professor who likewise had also experienced the same phenomena he dubbed the missing moments. In a quest to try and find out what had occurred during these missing moments, our heroes journeyed to the land of Seven Arches, to the land of the River Kingdoms, to the city of Seven Arches, where they encountered a evil plot by a druid named Bolin, who had been working with an evil fae named Canmipo. Now, Bolin had a mark as well, and had revealed that Canmipo was responsible for a curse known as the Onubliate Curse, which mysteriously disappeared from the lands of Seven Arches at the exact same time as the Aodara were activated. So our heroes investigated, managed to defeat Bolin, and learned of the Shade Wither Key, a key that was able to activate the Aodara themselves, but it was in the clutches of Canmipo. And after a quick investigation, our heroes managed to travel to the home of this enigmatic and evil entity, a place known as the Nighthold, a shadow fen fell fairy-like land wrought in darkness and filled and seeped with fear. Surrounded by twisted trees and darkness that clings to any form of light, our heroes now traverse, seeking out Kanmipo's court. But they are not alone. In their company is a strange and bizarre entity. She simply goes by the Undertaker, who had offered to take them to Kanmipo's court for the price of something sweet, which our heroes managed to acquire from the witch's market. And it is here we now return. So, I would say that the campfire you find yourself on upon the second day of your travel brings some measure of warmth among the shades and shadows, but it does not. A dark pressure seems to sit around you, almost creeping the edges of your camp as you take a moment to catch your breath. But you have a time now at least to gather your thoughts and maybe ask the Undertaker if you have any further questions about Kanmipo or the fact that he has claimed that the six of you, are Kanmipo's chosen. All right. Now, first of all, thank you so much for our generous donation. Vala, you wonderful and incredible person. Where would you like your $10 donation to go? Just let me know in chat, and I will make sure it gets to where it needs to. Okay.
So, Mr. Undertaker?
Yes.
So you're saying...
As he looks at Viv, you notice that he seems to cast his gaze both up and down at the doll at the same time, almost as if he struggles to know who to look at.
You wanna flip a coin on it? That might be it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just not accustomed to whatever's going on here.
A lot of people aren't. That's kind of why I didn't tell many people. Anyways, you can just look at these eyes and just kind of the human just kind of goes over their face like that.
Okay, yeah. He looks squarely at your face.
All right. So you said people are calling us Kanmipo's chosen?
Well, I would say Kanmipo is calling you Kanmipo's chosen.
Oh, he's doing that. Okay. Well, I see. How'd you hear him? Were you near him or something, or is he just like going around saying, "Hey, I have some friends now. I've been chosen."
Kanmipo has been very insistent over the last 100 years or so about being freed from his captivity, saying that it is only a matter of time, blah, 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 and that his chosen are coming to set him free.
Yeah, we might accidentally do that. We have a seed we need to crush, and we don't exactly know what it's gonna do besides disconnect him from some part of the world. So we might accidentally do it.
All right. Real quickly, Vala, thank you for your donation. Your plot twist, mistaken identity, is now in play. Also, Viv, you have been awarded a heroic action. Give me a number between 1 to 5. And also, one last announcement. Voltaria, happy birthday. I wish you another cycle around the world, a joyous one filled with all the prosperity and love and experiences that that this world has to offer. I truly wish you all the best and hope that your celebratory day is done so in great spirit.
Happy birthday.
Yay!
Happy birthday. 5, please.
Number 5. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Rage and Fury. Play when an ally is knocked unconscious or when you take damage from a critical hit. At the start of your next turn, you enter Rage as per the Barbarian ability. You have no penalties to concentrate on other actions unless they have the Rage trait, or if you already have Rage. Yada, yada, yada. At the end of your Rage, you are fatigued. So basically, as long as you continue to take a attack action, you can maintain this Rage. So Rage and Fury. Plus, don't forget, it also acts as a hero point.
I also I had one already.
So you can maintain the 2 of them, but at the end of the session, you'll need to only have 1.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic.
I feel very angry very suddenly.
Well, that's very alarming. So yes.
Don't worry about it.
Ken Meepo has
You
been
feel
telling
about this
people.
whole Ken Meepo being released thing.
Oh,
Any opinion?
Oh, no, not at all. After all, dead bodies pile up regardless of if that giant bag of skins and bones is running around. It's kind of creepy, really. Freaks me out. You watch as he then opens up his jaw almost like he distends it and then just sticks like a big fist of that dragon's beard candy kind of like into his mouth. It almost looks like he's eating like human hair as he's just happily munching on it.
Didn't they have the hat on?
Hmm?
Oh no, he just knew, I think, didn't he?
You can kind of tell he's got kind of a vibe.
So when
Yeah.
do you want to head off and we'll go get this Ken Meepo fella? Or his seed?
Well, I don't need to sleep.
I guess as a player, have we already had a pretty long day, or is it like halfway through?
It's been a pretty long day. This is just kind of like your second day of travel so far. So pretty much it's just a chance to do whatever you would like to before you take a rest and then get started on the next day through the Spoop Woods.
All right. You
Quick question though, does it feel like we're getting any kind of exhaustion while we're here, or like?
It's hard to sleep, super hard, but at the same time, you are capable of sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah. You got some errands to run while we have a quick kit?
Not unless one of you's feeling sick.
You're just going to stand around and watch us then? I mean,
I
are
don't
you
feel
okay
safe
if we
going to
we take a
sleep.
minute?
Yeah.
All right. Everyone, get 5 or 10 or however long you need. Just let your bodies relax for just a bit. It's been a long day. Oh gosh, I could use a bath.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to go to the sleep.
There is no actual bodies of water nearby. I mean, you could go around looking if you would like, but that is up to you.
I don't think you should go into
Here?
the pool that the
No,
siren
that
was
was
in. The siren
a
came out
superfluous
dead.
statement.
So...
Definitely not going to get a bath here.
No.
All right.
Still
Yeah.
can take
I mean,
it.
let's take a rest here.
All right. You all begin to sleep, resting soundly until... Now, which one of you have not had your dream vision yet? Lashara and Viv? Is it just the 2 of you? Very well. Let's see. Lushara or Viv? Odds and evens. Odds are Lushara, evens are Viv. Odds, Lushara. Lushara, if you'd be so kind. Could you tell me what it is that Lushara saw beyond the precipice of the gate? What was she lured into when she first stepped through the Aodara 8 months ago?
Yes. Lushara's been seeking her brother. So when she saw the gate, she saw her brother who was beckoning to her. And she'd been trying to find him. So she didn't even think twice, just stepped right through the gate.
All right. As you step through the gate, seeing your brother gesturing at you, you find yourself in a somewhat familiar setting. Your brother and you had talked many times about going to the coast. And it is in a small port town that you have found yourself as you emerge through the portal gates. There your brother is waiting for you. You see him sort of hiding in like a small alleyway.
I immediately rush over to him and be like, where have you been? I've
Shh,
been
shh.
looking everywhere.
Shara, quiet.
Yes.
Come here. He leans out.
I'll
I'm so glad you found me. I knew you would. Things are not as they seem.
I knew they were lying. They said you were dead, but I didn't believe them.
No, not dead. I'm wide awake. Far more awake than I ever was. Oh, Shara, I was so foolish to put my trust in these people. This is big. I don't know if I can do it alone.
Well, you know I'll do anything to help. What's going on?
It's the gods. The crown itself. They're trying to dissolve the town guard and instigate a privatized militia. They call themselves the Grey Maidens. They're taking over everything here. A rebellion is just brewing just beyond the surface, and I have to warn someone.
Okay, well, who do we tell?
I have a friend of mine. Her name is Cressida Croft. She'll be able to help us. And we can strike and snuff this whole thing out before it even starts. Quick. He reaches to take your hand.
I grab his hand immediately.
He turns and runs around the corner once it's clear, down the streets. You begin to move, watching as the lampposts whiz by one after the other. The light not really covering the streets that well. Most of the streets still shrouded in darkness from the time of night it happens to be. As you feel your brother's warmth from his hand running down your arm, you kind of remember back in the day when you were kids running through the fields as you were playing. You remember the smell of the tall grass behind the field, behind where your farmhouse, not farmhouse, but like your little property used to be. And you also remember you used to have a small cat when you were a child that looked uncannily like Magnus. And then you kind of pause for a moment and you realize, wait a minute, it is Magnus. You're in the streets as you stop. You release your brother's hands and can see Magnus watching you from the side of the road.
I'll call out to Magnus. Just in case I'm just confused about Magnus. And
Magnus does not seem to respond to you, but sort of moves a little bit in the opposite direction to where you were running.
I'll look at my brother first to see if he's stopped or if he's still
He has
running?
stopped. He looks back at you and he says, Shara, what are you doing? Come on, quickly, we have to go.
Oh, yes. And I'm just kind of glance at the cat and then turn back to chasing after my brother.
As you turn, suddenly, there is a slashing noise as a blade strikes your brother's back. Your brother looks at you for a moment before falling to the ground. He reaches at the wound and draws forth his crimson blood. He tries to utter your name, but as he falls, the assailant stares at you, bloody sword drawn. It is a man in a ram's mask. He begins to make his way towards you.
Lushara will scream her brother's name and just freeze up for a minute because she is just in shock that her twin has just collapsed.
The figure begins to walk towards you. 1 step, 2 steps. You feel your legs turning to ice underneath you. You hear the sound of Magnus howling in alarm, then hissing.
Is my brother moving, or does he seem...
You see the crimson pool of red slowly growing beneath his body.
She's just gonna collapse down and just desperately try to see if she can save him.
Doing so means you do have to approach this guy.
She's terrified, but it is her twin. She'll take a step back to see if he's going to keep approaching her.
He does, and he seems to quicken his pace. As he does, he pulls the sword into an attack position over his head.
Without thinking, she's going to just summon her abilities and try to cast magic at him to just like throw him back.
As you do so, you raise your hands, you summon forth the magic from beneath you, but it doesn't seem to work. The blade comes close, when suddenly you hear the sound of maybe a bell ringing? And a voice piercing the darkness. Well now, aren't you the nasty little thing? As you see the man's hand getting caught by the Undertaker. Consider it a matter of professional courtesy, but you're not welcome here. And I suggest you take whatever parlor tricks you seem to be using and fuck off. And you watch as he holds onto the arm, but it seems to burn like paper from the ground upwards as the man disappears. The mask last of all as it hangs in the air before disappearing as well. And then, as the Undertaker looks at you on the ground, the world starting to burn with that same kind of paper mache kind of flame, he looks at you and says, I hope you slept well. You start awake, the Undertaker, no longer in your dream, but directly in your face.
So he'll like jerk back and just be like, oh. Were you just in my dream?
No, madam, we barely know each other.
No, not like that. Not like that. I was having a nightmare, I think.
Oh, a nightmare in a place like this? Not uncommon, I'm afraid. Canmipo's lands are fraught with dangers that haunt not only the body but the mind as well. Best to stay sharp keep slumber short. He gestures for you as he offers a hand to help you get to your feet.
I'll take his hand and get up. Yeah. She's very shaken, watching her brother get murdered in a dream.
Now, every one of you get a very poor night's rest, except for Elink, who gets a heroic action. Pick a number between 1 to 5. From our dear friend OG Lava Kitten.
You're muted, Nick.
Number 4, please.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you have Shake It Off by any chance?
No, I don't have Shake It Off.
Very well. Shake It Off. Play at any time. Remove all persistent... all persistent, continuous condition effects immediately end. Full stop.
Great.
You just go, hey, you know all that stuff I was feeling? And it's just gone.
Perfect. Wonderful.
That's a cool one.
Thank you.
That's a great one. All right.
Ah, who's ready? I reckon I'm good to go. Alright.
All right.
How did everyone sleep? I slept like a baby.
Can't say I had that same experience.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sorry.
It wasn't great. But
you need some coffee?
You have coffee?
I mean, I was hoping someone might have coffee.
Oh, well, we kind of also need fire if we're gonna make coffee, and it doesn't seem like a good place to try and make fire.
I think cold rations and let's just get moving. The longer we stay here, more unsettling it is.
Really? I think I'm actually starting to get used to it. It's not bad.
Well,
I'm glad at least one of us is enjoying the scenery.
While the
Or
night...
lack thereof.
Yeah. While the night was, of course, reasonably restful for Elling, there is something that does bother you. Since entering this area of the woods, you have not heard a single animal.
That is good. That's not good. Cool. I think I feel so rested because I wasn't disturbed by anything last night. There wasn't any, birds chirping or anything. Great for rest, but it's a little eerie.
Yeah.
Don't
This
think
whole
there'd be a lot of
place-
Can you hear
solid
that?
within land.
Or not hear that?
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing.
Sunny
whole-
half assumes that the Undertaker just killed everything in the area because he killed the siren from before.
Tis true. Tis
It's
true.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I mean, this
up rations
whole
up,
place
up,
seems-
everyone.
Yeah. This whole place seems devoid of life as we're used to it. So let's just go do this thing and get out.
Mr. Undertaker?
You watch as the Undertaker has started a pot of some sort of stew for breakfast.
Mr. Undertaker?
Yes. How can I help you?
I did have something to show you.
Hmm.
Okay, so the way I look human-ish is basically, kind of like, I think about it, and then I'm able to kind of summon someone from, kind of like more of a dream world, and they kind of help me. I tried it last night whenever I saw your lantern, and I made this. And it's gonna hold up their new magic item, the Poppet's Cottage.
Ooh.
That's very impressive. Not many have the skill to kind of weave one of these of their own.
Yeah, well, I guess a lot of what I am is just thinking things into existence. It's a bit scary, but pretty neat.
Oh, yes. Well, embrace the things that bring you fear. After all, they're the things that inspire people the most. Things to keep you safe, to look after you. If not for the fear of what might happen, one wouldn't work on those things at all, now would they?
Yeah, I am scared about. I don't really know what Kamipa would have wanted with a doll.
Oh, look, we don't
Especially
want to know
one-
what Kamipa wants with dolls. It's fine. Just I wouldn't think about that. Here, have some soup. He hands you a bowl of soup.
Oh, okay.
He'll
thank you.
actually ask you to give some to the others as well.
Everybody, we have soup. We have good soup. Come get the good soup.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's lovely.
Get some soup.
Come take the
Oh.
soup.
All right, do you guys eat soup?
Yes.
I will pretend to eat the soup as I eat the soup.
All right, very nice.
As
That's
it just
fine.
kind of goes
It's
into
okay.
my
It's,
illusionary
really-
mouth.
Yeah, it's actually really.
Yeah, no. Luchara's going to be faced away from Arsini because that's just weird.
I'm wearing the hat.
All right.
Wearing
Well,
the hat.
Bill Rata, Aleph.
From here to take her.
I'll look
Um,
down at it, and if it seems suitable, then yes.
Make a
we'll probably
perception
dig in.
check.
Yeah, I probably would have watched like Elink for him first. Like,
Yeah.
are they okay before I take a bite?
Oh, they're fine. Bill Rata, what you can see in front of you is what is a delicious, slow-cooked white sauce fish soup. Kind of more akin to a chowder, but like a lot thinner and a lot more gentle. It has a lot of herbs and root. I'd say root vegetables, but you can't really tell what kind of they are because obviously it's from a different world and stuff. It is not poisonous. It is not toxic at all. However, I will draw upon you with your 26 on your perception that I did previously mention that there wasn't any water anywhere nearby.
That's what I was about to question. As soon as you said fish, he was like, look down. Where'd you get the fish?
What fish?
Are we eating the selkie?
no! It's good eating. Also, yes, cannibalism.
Yeah, as soon as Bill realizes that, he probably just put it to the side. I think I've lost my appetite this morning.
But look, it's unrecognizable. It's all in chunks and bits and pieces. Just take care of it.
Or Senny, like, even though he like attempted to put it in his mouth to pretend, since he was in
Ow.
his illusionary version with the hat thing.
Yep.
He goes over and he starts barfing up some dust.
Sunny,
Yeah.
did you,
Yeah.
did you
Aelith- oh,
say this thing talked?
Any distinct...
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Oh, I asked Arseni whether or not he said this thing spoke to him.
Ah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really do it.
Aelith?
yeah. Aelith was gonna pass anyway on the
Sure,
soup
sure. Yeah.
and just eat some of her rations, not
Fair,
wanting
fair.
to take anything from
Sure.
a
I mean,
creature.
No, that makes sense. Don't eat stuff from Fey Worlds. Makes sense. Yeah, anyway, he eats it quite happily.
And I can't
So-
actually eat meat or anything. I was just pretending, but still,
Yeah.
the
So,
idea
so,
of me
so a
doing
quick
it was like, oh fuck.
So a quick morality check here. In role-playing game worlds, especially the ones that I run, cannibalism constitutes the eating of anything that is considered to be a sapient creature. So things that are capable of self-awareness, expression, and understanding of the value of their own life is bare essentials. Yes, the Selkie was absolutely freaking self-aware. You know, that's just a given. So yes, it is cannibalism. That being said, there are cannibalistic creatures in the world that are also sapient. Things like lizard folks, dragons, you know, etc. Tons of things are that. Nothing that is considered to be a playable race outside of Arsini would consider that to be abnormal. That being said, I don't know, and I'm going to say this as an I don't know, how that translates to the Feywild. Because, as I previously mentioned, in the Feyworld, everyone gets reincarnated back. So really, you're just eating like flesh they're not using anymore, and they're just gonna come back anyway. You know, like Maybe it's akin to biting your fingernails, you know? Like, is that cannibalism? I mean, you know, like, I know I'm not in that body anymore. You do what you want. I don't care. You know, it's like shedding skin, you know? Lizards eat their shed skin. Is that cannibalism? Who knows, you know? Weird. Strange things is these things for thinking of. Anyway, so he is eating the Selkie. If you guys do not wish to, that is perfectly fine. Because in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, there is no alignment. It's just what you have to live with yourself. You know?
Just one person who dies every day, and then you're like, oh, I can live forever. No.
All right.
Oh, no.
Now,
Yeah, no.
after your lackluster ration
How
breakfast,
did I even think of that?
the Undertaker continues to lead you through the dark and desolate places of the Night Hold. Eventually you come to what looks to be a ring of strange and bizarre stones that have been placed very deliberately around a large tree. The tree itself seems to be dappled in these golden threads that kind of seem like it once upon a time adorned this tree, but due to neglect or abandonment or whatever, they've just fallen into disrepair. And now just these little bits of gold fabric just lie in small places around the place. As you enter this particular field, attempting to pass by, the tree speaks and says, Undertaker, you know that you are not permitted in these woods. The boundaries of your land end long ago. I go where I please, and where I'm needed. After all, what's a few leagues among friends? We are not your friends, nor are we friends of those you travel with. Leave now, or else. Is that me leave, or they leave, or we leave? You, Undertaker. You leave. The Undertaker looks back at you. He says, Evidently this might be as far as I can go, unless you wish to get into a scrap for me, but that's up to you. Kanmipo's court is not far from here. Simply follow the path, continuing beyond this tree, and you'll find his court. But beware of this one. The grim stalkers are not the friendly of sorts.
Well, thank you
Yeah,
for your
look.
help, Mr. Undertaker.
If they don't want you here, let's we can honor that. Probably bring more down upon us.
Well, I wish you all luck. And as long as you feel as though your debt has been paid, or my debt has been paid for the candies, then our business is concluded.
Thank
As
you,
a group?
Mr. Undertaker.
Uh,
Thank
I'm
you.
fine.
yes, I don't want you to endanger yourself, Russ.
Oh, no danger at all. And don't worry, if anything ill befalls you within Kanmipo's court, I have these. And as he's walking away, he pulls out what looks to be almost like a fistful of these very, very thin wooden flat sticks. Like they're about this long and about that thick, right? Or that thin, right? And on each of them are your names with what appear to be your exact measurements. After all,
All right.
he is an
Head.
undertaker. And
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't
And
know
he
if you
walks
could
into
help
the
me.
woods.
I would really I'd really rather he not help me. I don't want to have flesh again. I don't. I don't.
I think he's thinking more about burying us.
Oh, okay.
Can we get reincarnated too here?
I don't want to find out.
You don't know. We don't know. What's up, Crimson?
Hi, Mr. Tree, or Mixed Tree, or Miss Tree. Hello, Tree.
The tree begins to take shape. and this creature leans
Oh,
out from it.
boy.
Would not hold his hand.
I am not Mr. Tree. You may call me Grakak. And you,
Pleasure to meet you, Grakak.
I would say this feeling is mutual, but interlopers are not welcome in the realm of the Thin Lands.
Curiously enough, though, you only sent the Undertaker away.
Well, that is because the thing I hate more than interlopers is the unknown. I wish to know why you have come and what it is you seek. If you pose a threat to my master, then I look forward to tearing you and your kin to ribbons.
Can we
Well.
get some clarification on who your master is?
I serve the great Kanmipo the Slim.
Yep, we heard about that guy. Heard all about that guy.
Yes, I believe we're his chosen.
He leaps
So-
from the tree and lands a few feet in front of you. His almost tall, gaunt, and goblin-like features begin to pry over you, each eye moving almost separate and independent of one another as they scale you over and over. You, Kanmipo's chosen.
That's what they say.
You do
It's not like he
bear
told us.
a resemblance. You do seem to be telling the truth, but if I kill the chosen, then maybe I could be chosen as the next great Slim. Maybe it is here that you are meant to meet your fate, beneath the willows.
You really think that's how it works, mate? You reckon Kimiko's going to settle for you? Yeah, look, you could find out, or you could also, get perished because of it. Maybe it only works with one lot of people.
Make an intimidate check. That was really good. And you can get a +2
Whoa.
bonus for it.
Alrighty. Maybe I took intimidation. So that'd be great. I did.
Your target number is 22.
22.
Mm-hmm. Oh, with a 23. All right. He rethinks his current plan. He says, "My apologies. The Grimstalkers know only one thing, so it's hard for us to often take pause to decide to do other things. But seeing as this will soon be your house, I suppose I am, in a way, addressing my new masters. Go."
Correct. No, I will not forget this.
Good. Good, 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 good. Travel with safety, but be warned. Those within the court have been instructed to test you. If you fail their test, well, there's nothing that can be said about that. And you didn't hear that from me. Oh, actually, say you heard it from a witch with a porcelain mask. Yeah? Tell her if
Sure
anyone
thing.
asks. Yes, good. Fuck that bitch.
Absolutely. Ricknack. I know you, you know me. We've got an understanding. This is going to be a great call.
We have an understanding. Best of friends. We are Krishnak and
Exactly.
and whatever your name is. Yes.
Oh, yeah, Eric.
Lushar has been inching away from him as he's talking to Elink, like, I don't want to be in
Actually,
close
Grishnak, just down the road, you said?
proximity.
Excellent, thank you. Hey, just down the road, everyone.
All right.
Yep.
You begin to head down the road. Aelith, your eyes are drawn to the threads that I had mentioned on the floor, each of them gold in color. There is something familiar about them to you.
I'm gonna walk over and inspect them.
All right. As you do so, you pick up one of the threads and immediately your eyes roll into the back of your head. You see a scene where you approach a large and gnarled tree. The portal entrance seems to be clear, save for two strange-looking chicken birds with darkness for eyes. You see a scene where Arsene and Elink step forward to speak with the gods, when suddenly several of the Gorgas sneak up from behind, grab Viv and Viv's Eidolon, and drag them away, ripping them to pieces. Your eyes return to normal, and you watch as the golden thread seems to blow away in the wind.
Oh.
All right.
Aelith,
Okay,
are you all right?
She looks back at the group and I don't know what I just saw.
All right, everyone. Eyes peeled. Let's go
Yeah.
slow.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd like to
We
sort of
we
actively-
need to be we need to be careful.
And do you remember anything of what you saw?
I just I just she's just she doesn't know what to say. She is I think this is the first time she's really starting to have a sense of fear about what is going to happen, and so Lashara is just going to draw her bow and arrow, and she is just going to be in that state of mind where just protecting the group.
All right.
She's gone into that protection mode. We need to be careful and on guard in this place.
We will. It's gonna be okay, Aelith. Yeah.
We'll
You
see.
You
All right.
continue
Eyes
onwards,
peeled.
making your way, crushing the black grass beneath you. And sure enough, as you travel, eventually the path leads you to an enormous tree, one unlike you have ever seen before. Its branches seem sick and unwell. One, two,
Well,
three,
I reckon we've probably found it.
Mhm.
Nushara is like even more on edge because Aelith's on edge. So she's like hanging back with Magnus. She does not, she's hanging back, trying to stay behind. Because if Aelith is concerned, she's very concerned.
All right.
Can we see any guards or like watchers around the tree or on the tree?
You can. In front of what looks to be an entrance to the tree, you see what looks to be two strange-looking bird-like creatures that almost look like naked owls.
Hmm.
Okay. Upon seeing this, Aelith is going to go she's moving towards the back of the group so that she can have a better view of what's going on, as well as get a sense of what might be behind.
Have they noticed us?
I mean, they're watching down the street. You're not walking with stealth. They're noticing you as much as anyone would notice someone walking down a path.
Alright.
We should have thought about sneaking in.
We are. Just follow my lead, alright? Let's approach.
Yeah.
All right.
Lushara's not going that close. Mm-mm.
No,
She's
but-
hanging back.
Bell will
I
at least
say
step
that
up.
like under my breath, like not loud enough for
Yeah.
these things to hear.
All right. So if that is as far as Elink and Bilrata are going, the rest of you can place yourselves where you think you would rather be.
Yes. Why can't I select myself? Oh, there we go. I probably can't tell the distance. You have a ruler?
Hail.
Yep, that's cool. Why can I never find that tool?
Right click,
That's...
and then it's under pointers.
Oh, okay.
All right. If everyone's happy there, as you approach,
Okay, got it.
the two creatures
Oops.
seem to look out at you. Who goes there? Who are you? And why are you here?
Having thought we were being expected. We are presumably known as the Kemipos Chosen. Who are you?
The Chosen. Oh, the Chosen ones. The Chosen ones. Oh, the Chosen ones are here. We are the Okulwai. We serve Kanmipo the Slim. Woo, woo.
Yeah, do you know Grishnach?
Krishna, the assassin, slayer in the arboreal plane. Woo.
Yeah, no, we just met him as well. It's a pleasure to get to meet who our loyal subjects are soon to be.
Oh, pleasure, pleasure. This word is not known to us.
Oh, that's a shame. Pleasure is sort of the opposite of feeling constant agonizing pain.
You watch as both their necks sort of snap, just at different times.
It's all right. When all this is said and done, we'll show you what we're talking about. But
Can
for
I get-
now,
Can
really
I
using
get
a sword-
perception checks from Aelith, Bilrata, Arseni, Lushara, and Viv, please? Dang, everyone's rolling like a freaking boss.
Okay.
Well, let's see
Let
how
me get this
Lushara
working.
does. If I can get to her sheet. Where does she
Damn.
Jeez.
Skills.
Guys doing pretty good.
We are on high alert, Dag. We're
Nope.
like, now.
I'm freaked out.
Yeah, there we go.
Sure. Having a panic
Lushara's
attack.
very freaked out. She's like, I don't like this place. I don't like all this stuff. Freaked out.
It's all right,
Oh.
Lashara. I'm also
Yeah.
What about Magnus? Can I roll one for Magnus? See if he's less freaked
sure.
out than I am. All right, Magnus, what's your perception? Not bad. There's Magnus.
Okay.
He is upset as well.
All right, Magnus. Okay, so Elink, Lashara, both of you are unable to react in this surprise round. So we're going to be rolling initiative, which, wham, we're going to hit that. And then let's just make a quick stealth check here.
There they are.
And that is 14. So they're a little worse than what they got here. Cool. Oh, and they just fall underneath Aelith for that one. All right, so we have a quick surprise round that everyone will get to do. And then we will fly into initiative. So, Bilratar, you hear growling coming from the bushes nearby as 3 of the shadow hound creatures, which are known as the Temagir, which you guys do recall from the woods prior, now sees that. You basically see them lurking. Vala, sleep well, my friend. Thank you for your mistaken identity. To be clear, the mistaken identity has come into play already, and it came into play for the what do you call it? Grishak. Yeah. So Grishak, seeing you guys as not just a threat, is because he has mistaken you. But that is okay. So thank you for that. Very inspired. Have a good sleep. Bye. Okay. So yes. Freaking.
So I've heard these things, and turning around, do I see the fact that they're basically stalking the grip of the back?
Yes. Oh no, they're stalking Viv specifically.
They're stalking Viv. But guessing the fact that, considering how they pounced last time with a pack, not a good thing. So Bill will probably react first, as in to try to protect as much as possible. So how far can I actually?
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Can I pet that dog?
Very much. So I will start with I've got it.
You'll only get 2 actions for this because it is a surprise round.
Which fits, because I am going to do a sudden charge.
Ooh,
Which
very
means I
nice.
move twice.
Yep.
Which means I can get right there. And with the sudden charge, I can make basically a kick right at Shadowhound 2.
Nice. All right. Doom, doom, doom. All of a sudden, Birota sets off like a freaking light, gets over to one of the shadow creatures, and wham! Lands a heavy kick against its body. All right, for 8 points of damage, wounding it. Very nice. Unfortunately, Elink, you did not notice this in time, so you do not get to act in the surprise round. Neither do the 2 shadowy owl creatures. Viv, you did notice in time, and Bilrotar has now intercepted 2 of them. What would you like to do? You have 2 actions.
Alright. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! Let's see, they're gonna feel quite offended. This isn't necessary. For. Let's see. I can. I'm going to try to find some piece of bark that's particularly sharp at the end, and I'm gonna fling it at Shadow-like Hound 1 with telekinetic projectile. Let me get that sorted.
Fetch whack. Arr. Whoa.
I guess that would do piercing if it's a piece of bark. Just instinctually turns around after seeing Bellatar's got these 2, turns around, sees another one, and just instinctually flings a piece of bark at it.
Alright, the piece of bark goes in and stabs it. Alright, Magnus unfortunately is not there. Aelith.
Okay, I am going to fire precision shot at number 1. So
all right.
Hopefully this will work. Let's see.
Solid hit. The arrow flies and finds purchase into one of them. You are very ready for this.
Okay, and so now let's do the damage.
All right, 18 points of damage. You slay in cold blood the first of the hounds. Now, unlike before when
Okay.
they turned to shadow, these ones actually just land on the ground dead.
Okay. And so that would have been 3. So she's just going to turn and to start, her next focus is going to be on Hound 2.
All right, done and done. The creatures now go. Because the one that was ambushing is now no longer there. Birata, you are the new target. First attack is a bite for 8 points of damage, followed by a secondary attack, which is a miss. The second hound lunges. Oh wait, no, sorry, because one of the attacks hits, you do have to make a save. But you succeed. I think it's a basic save. Is it a basic save? No. Oh, it is a basic save. Takes no damage. Okay, done. Second hound attempts to bite at you, sinking its teeth into your... Oh no, that's the wrong guy. Ignore that. I dropped it on his friend. There we go. Boom! A solid hit as the hound manages to get Bilratar's leg, pulling at it and tugging at it for 7 points of damage before making his secondary action. Oh, for a critical miss! You know what? I have the jinx points. I'm going to use one. I think it's too early in the fight for these guys to be crit missing. Maybe not. We'll find out. Kucha! Yeah, it's fine. Regular miss. I can deal with a regular miss. That's fine. All right.
I'm guessing another save.
And yes, another saving throw. Which you save, which is perfectly fine. All right. The two hounds bark and growl and snap and try to claw at you as we then go to Lashara. However, as we go to this, we are now also being donated 3 hero points from McClover to give a hero point to everyone to max out my players. So thank you very much for the hero points, my dear friend. I hope that you are having an absolutely wonderful evening or day, morning. All right, Lashara, you're up.
I'm not skipping this round, right?
Oh wait,
Because I
sorry. Yes,
didn't
you
see
are.
them?
Sorry, yes, you
Yeah.
are skipping this round.
Yep.
Arsini, you're up.
All right.
Two actions.
Well, 2 actions. Yes. In which case, I am within range. I'm going to help out Bilratar, and I cast needle darts as I take 3 needles from the ball bearings that I had turned into needles before when I first used them at the beginning, and they almost as if the wind has caught them, and they're gonna sail around Bilratar into the side, or attempt to go into the side of the hound number 2.
All right.
So
Very
2
well.
action, part attack. So yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right. I don't think the persistent bleed will happen. So if it does, add it, because I think that only happens on a crit. Let me just double check.
Yeah, the persistent bleed damage does
Yeah.
only happen on a crit. All right, so a solid hit, whack, flies in your
I'll
direction.
just drop the 44 then that it says, because the damage, only 1 damage it says on there is 44 plus 2 persistent bleed. So unless you just want me to grab it from there, I'm not sure.
So it doesn't have it automatically there already?
Yeah, there's no 2 separate damages, 1 for bleed if it crits. It just added it together.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. Because it says on the power it may cause bleed. If I go down to the back here. Yeah, because at the bottom under actions effects, it just says. Cast
Oh, that's if
range
you
spell.
if you make a critical success. So when you crit, it does 1 persistent bleed damage there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you don't. Yeah, that's fine.
So I can just drop it on them then.
Yeah, you just drop the normal damage without the persistent bleed.
Well, no, that's what I mean. There's only one. There's only one damage.
Does it say persistent bleed on the damage bit? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it says 44 piercing plus 2 persistent bleed.
There should be another one there.
There isn't another.
Can you look? Oh, you're right. Weird. Let me just try this real quick. There you go. Check it again.
It should 44. Because it's a heightened.
Okay. Sorry, apologies. Let me just do some troubleshooting here.
Sorry.
All right, you okay?
Yep.
Okay, done. All right, there you go. Solved and solved. Also, welcome into our friend Brittany. Hope your stream went well, my lovely, lovely friend. Brittany, another fellow content creator from Australia, playing some Elden Rings today, and hope you had a great time with it. We're playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, playing Gatewalkers. Group is being ambushed by some Shadow Wolves. And yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Guys, if you have any questions, let us know in chat. We are a very interactive tabletop role-playing game stream, so we have lots of ways for you to interact with the game as we're playing. Also, just while we have people's attention as well, to answer a question that was up earlier on. Yes, I have been nominated for a Crit Award. The Crit Award nomination links are there. For anyone who wants to vote for me, I'm up for Best Legacy Twitch Channel of 2024. Voting ends in 2 days, so there you go. And we have another anonymous donation for $25. Guys, please check the menu and let us know what you would like to order off the menu for our lovely players. And we are now $40 away from just something randomly showing up and chasing Neil. So there you go. Okay. So with the damage of the needles being done, you see this spray of steel just fly into the side of the shadow hyena. Its hollow eyes filled with darkness howls at you and snarls as we go to the top of the round. All right, Bilratar. You're being flanked on both sides. What do you do?
Yep, so Bill will keep playing into the one in front of him first. Doesn't even have his weapon out yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's just kicking and trying to keep the head away as much as possible.
All right, turning around, you kind of biff one of the wolves that you were attacking, and manage to kill that one outright. Again, its body, unlike the previous time you had fought it, instead of turning to shadow, these ones slump to the ground dead as you wipe it out. That's your first action. You have 2 more left in the tank.
So next up is to try to grapple hound number 3.
All right, make an athletics check against the next hound. In order to successfully grapple, you need to make a target number 18 grapple check. So you reach around and try to grab it from behind, grab it by its throat, and fails. Unfortunate. You do not manage to get a hold of it. And your last action, s'il vous plaît.
Doesn't know if these arrow lights things. Will just be a growl out, probably more for the owls here.
Mm-hmm.
Is this really the welcome to be expected at Cameeple's Court?
They're
Yeah, but
dogs.
it's more.
Yeah. Oh,
I know, but it's more so for the owls.
oh, the
to
owl.
do
Oh, the
this
owl
stuff.
people. Yeah, yeah. The owl people are like, woo, 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 woo. Oh, yes, it is. You are Ken Meeple's chosen, forged in blood for the ritual. Woo, woo. Bathed in blood, son of Ken Meeple, chosen of the shadow. Woo. The heads start rotating 360 degrees. Freaking
Chosen
creepy.
for the ritual.
Yep.
All right. Elink, you're up next.
Alrighty. I would like to. Who's immediately after me?
Immediately after you are the owls.
Okie dokie. That's fair. I will turn into a large snake with animal form.
Ooh, very nice. All right. Is it actually large in size or is it just like medium?
I think all of these are actually large.
All right. Done and done. Let me get that for you.
Yeah, they are.
That's one big snake then.
All right. With a hissing serpentine sound, Ellink's body transforms into that of a reptilian snake.
And you can hear like a tail rattle, like a rattlesnake.
Oh, it's a rattlesnake. Whoa, I'm sorry. All I have is an anaconda.
That's okay. I'm not expecting you to pull out all the moves, Dag.
I can.
All right. And the rattlesnake is going to slither on up to the owls.
All right. You may do so. So one action to transform, second action, you move up to the owls.
It's 2 actions transform.
Oh, it's 2 actions? Oh, okay. Well, you move over to the owls.
Yes, can do.
All right. And then it is the owl's turn. Woo!
We want that blood. We'll get him.
All right. Come get some, bitch. They start to claw at you with their talons. First one will claw and land a hit with a 25, slashing at you for 12 damage.
Alrighty.
It'll
Thank
then
you.
rotate its head, not quite 360 degrees, but then snap forward. And as it does so, it's almost that darkness sheds for a moment, and you see these beady eyes that stare straight into your soul and make you make a will save, in which you will take half damage as your brain begins to melt at their gaze. You take 3 damage. And that is the first owl. The second owl, rinse and repeats, takes its talons and scratches with a natural one. Get out of here. No. Jinx point. Also, was the anonymous donation for a Jinx point and a nat 20?
There's been no word in chat.
Let me know in chat, because we got a $25 donation, so we do still have to pay that one off. So let me know in chat what you'd like from the menu. If you have donated to the chat, let me know. Also, I don't know about that $10 that came in from Lashara earlier on. I don't know why that didn't add up. I will have to go and check the books on that, but that's fine. All right. So I'm going to re-roll that, thanks to the Jinx point that I've got. And... oh, it's just a regular miss. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we lost Alan? Okay, that's okay. She'll be back in a moment. We'll save. I'm gonna just keep attacking her while she's not paying attention. So there you go. For half damage. And that is 4 points of damage from the second blast. Player jumbled. Yep, player. Yeah, I know players jumbled. When we lose one of the players, it kind of shifts everything. So we gotta wait for Nick to return. Actually, Schoolia, could you mind dropping a temp in just while we wait?
Yep, just give me a second.
Peekaboo, Neil. Freaking Neil. Okay. And after the owls, we then go to Viv.
All right. I think Viv will try to first finish off this shadow-like hound number 3. What would you say they were called again?
They're called the Temagia.
Temagia. Gonna try to help finish off this last Temagia. And ooh,
Nice.
they're really upset. Now the owls are attacking too. This just isn't it. This isn't right.
All right, critical strike.
Here we go. Alright,
23 points of damage. It's still standing.
Just gonna kind of shout to Bill. Bill, you got this one?
Sure.
Alright. Is gonna start making their way over to go help Elink.
Okay.
How do I get the ruler up again? So I can see how far I can.
Right click and then click the pointer.
Gotcha. Pointer. Draw arrow?
Right click, and then there's the little pointer's arrow on top left.
Oh yeah, but then it says I have to pick draw square, draw circle,
Yeah, draw
cone,
arrow. Yeah,
draw
draw
arrow.
arrow. Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright.
Yep.
Let's see, I was right here. And I have 25 movement. Perfect. Alright. So that'll be me done, as I just start rushing up to try and go help Elink.
All right, done and done. Which then brings us to Aelith. One
Okay.
severely injured wolf and 2 not injured owl creatures.
Whoops. All right. I'm just trying to move the screen here because my screen changed. There we go. Okay. So you said right click, pointer, and then. Okay. So I'm going to have to move about 10. So Aelith's going to move there. And she is just going to fire at the shadow owl 1. So let's give this a try.
Ooh, solid hit. Aelith, our archer, pulls out their bow and arrow and fires.
Okay, and oh, wrong thing. Let go. All right, let's do this right there.
All right.
Ooh.
Bam! 24 points of damage as your arrow flies past your friends, past the giant snake that Elink has transformed into, and straight into the shadow owl's body. Woo! It begins to bleed this blackish ichor from its body as it turns its gaze towards you. Things aren't looking great for my little shadowy friends, but yeah, it's doing its best. So, I believe that's a move. The
I think that's everything.
and then that. Yep.
Yep.
All right. The last of the wolves turns its gaze to our barbarian, snarls one more time, and goes for 3 bites. Bite number 1.
Oh no.
Does 5 points of damage. Bite number 2. Does 8 points of damage. Bite number 3
No.
Ooh.
is a miss. But that is 2 of the shadow bites that you need to contend with. 1 is a failure, meaning you take an additional 7 damage,
No.
and it will heal 2 hit points. The second bite, you will make the save, and it will have no healing. Sad face. All right. Then Lushara, we return to you.
That donation is for you, by the way.
Hey,
20
thank you
and a
so
jinx.
much. A 20 and a jinx.
Okay.
Nice. Thank you.
Shara's
Mwah.
going to use one action to send Magnus over to attack that monster.
All right, with a mighty, the Hellcat leaps forward to attack. Now, keeping in mind, you do need to finish all of your actions before I can start Magnus. I'm just moving just so that we remember what we're doing. So, you've used one action to command Magnus. You have 2 more actions remaining.
All right,
Now, to clarify as well, you can spend a second action on your command to give Magnus 3 actions instead of 2.
Then I'll use a second action to give him another one, and then my last one I will give
Did
to
you then-
Aelith, I think. Yeah, Aelith is close enough. I'm going to then cast Stoke the Heart.
Is Stoke the Heart 1 action?
1.
Easy done. You begin to stoke the bravery in Aelith's heart. That fear that she was sensing from the shadowness and the nightmares in the woods slowly begins to fade away as we then turn to Magnus, who unleashes his mighty kitty cat powers. 3 feline claws. Or 2 feline claws, because he has to move. Move and attack with a critical strike.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Magnus kills it.
Yes.
Yeah, basically
Didn't
just
even get to fire damage him.
just leans up, wham, just massive damage. It is gone. What a good kitty cat.
Like whenever you,
And it's
it's like
got
holding
2.
a cat up to a spider.
It's
Just
got-
being like, all right, get it?
So Magnus still has 2 more actions if you want Magnus to continue its attack.
Yeah, I'm going to send him toward the owl creature as close as he can get. I don't know if he can get all the way up there though.
He actually can.
All right.
And more
Go
important.
get him, Magnus.
All right. We'll charge over to the owl person. And that is all.
That will also give Elink some temporary hit points.
Oh,
because
nice.
I'm maintaining a hex. So I think it's ability. No. Oh, I'm on the wrong.
Hi, Witchy Mama.
Where is it?
Witchy, give Eric a big hug for me. Because I can't hug him in person. So you have to do it for me. Vicarious through thing.
Okay. Abilities. So Elink gets hit points equal to 2 plus half my level. So 4 hit points. No. 3. Yeah.
Okay.
3 hit points, temporary hit points for
I'll take
Elink.
3. 3's better than 0.
It is
And
indeed.
then the owl will then take 1d6 fire damage.
Yes,
from
we'll
Magnus'
roll.
presence.
Yep. Roll your d6 in chat and I will deal the damage. 3 damage. Woo! Piece of shit.
That's it. That's me. That's me and Magnus.
Done and done. Bilrata, our barbarian, what do you do next?
You actually skipped me.
Oh, did
Skip
I?
over Arsene.
Oh, Arsene. Sorry. You can have a go, I guess.
Oh, good. So just so I be sure, since I cast Needle Dart already, it is a concentration. And then if I use it again, is it still the 2 actions, or is it just the 1 since I'm using it to attack?
If it's concentration, you need to use a standard action in order to activate it. And as long as you are concentrating on it, you have it maintained and can just do that ability as an action.
Okay, but it still is the 2 actions.
No, 1 action. Because it's 2
Okay,
actions
so I could
to...
essentially attack with it twice.
Yeah,
then.
so it's 2
Okay.
actions to cast, and you get to fire with it. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, just making sure. So yeah, I will 1 action maintain the concentration,
Mhm.
and then second action I will yank the with the same needle darts because it is a range 60. I yank the needles that are in the dead hound over there, the shadow hound, and I kind of lift them over my head and arc it into number 1 of the owl.
All right, do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. All right, your needles fly out and hit.
Woo. And as I kind of strike it across in my last action, which I'll then take a minus
Oh no,
5,
sorry.
I'm going
My apologies. What I mean to say is, so it no longer costs you a spell. So like, concentrate is all you need in order to cast it, but it still takes 2 actions to fire because you're firing 4 needles simultaneously.
Okay, well, I was just wondering because it's a cantrip, so it's like I could just do it every turn anyway. So why?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, if that's the case, why is it concentrate then? What are you concentrating on? Hold on, let me.
Probably concentrate, because that'll be for the attacks of the reactive strikes. To interrupt it, I'm guessing. Oh, because I've just beaten up.
Hold on, it's not concentrate. What are you talking about?
Says at the top.
It traces at the top.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, yeah, no, sorry, yeah, okay, yeah. No, don't worry about that one. That one's just, it can have its concentration broken, as in, yes, attacks of opportunity, for example. Concentrate as a duration is where I thought you meant, but yeah, it's not concentrate duration, so that's fine. Yeah, you're good. So 2 actions, you fired, and then now you've got 1 action left.
Well, I concentrated and then attacked with...
No, you don't need to concentrate. It's not a duration concentrate. You don't need to concentrate.
Okay, but
It's
I
a
can't use needle
different
darts
mechanic.
again?
Pardon?
But I can't use needle darts again?
You've used needle darts again. You've used needle darts as 2 actions. You now have 1 more action remaining in your turn.
You've created fresh needle darts.
New needle darts.
Oh,
Or you can make new needle darts out of the
using-
old needle darts. I don't care.
That's what I mean. So it's 2 actions to cast needle darts, and then I sustained it, right?
No, you don't need to sustain it.
Oh.
Forget the
okay.
entire mechanic
I get
surrounding
you mean now.
sustaining.
Um,
So the only
got
time
it.
you need to sustain spells is if the duration of the spell is concentration. Because this is not that, you don't need to.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's just that this spell can provoke attacks of opportunity.
I guess in which case, I'll just move closer, because that way, if it happens to survive, I can. Let's see what was here. That way I can maybe hit it with something else. Actually, is that a? Well, it's also 2 action. I don't have many 1 action spells, so. Yeah, I guess I'll just get closer.
Done.
30, so 5, 10. You know, I'll just get to here.
Sweet.
That's fine.
All right, Bilratar, you're up next.
So, in a furious sprint, which is a move and then a charge,
All right, done.
because it takes move. Using the sudden charge, it'll be a shoulder charge into this arrow.
Woo!
Because clearly, it's hitting his own item.
You miss. Make a
Clearly,
reflex save.
The run was too strenuous.
Oop.
Dang it! Yeah, okay, fine. I was gonna have you run straight into the wall.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fortunately for you, nothing of the like happens. You do move, you do charge, but that I believe brings you to the end of your turn. Swift and efficient. All right, Elink, you're up next.
Outstanding. Thank you very much. And I am going to try and grapple this. Grapple the one in front of Magnus.
All right, let's do it. Go to try and ensnare it with your serpentine body.
Absolutely. All right.
Get a
so
negative
that'll
10
be
because you're a rattlesnake and not a constrictor. I'm joking. It's fine.
What? How rude.
because you're not a constrictor snake.
Okay. Fine.
Grapple with a venomous snake.
That not do it? Okay.
It's an athletics check.
Yeah, sweet. Okay, so that's at plus I think either 10. Because I'm an animal, but let me just double check that for you.
Yes, please. I mean, either way, you'll get it because their DC is 16.
Oh, okay, excellent. Yeah, we'll grapple and then we're going to munch, try and take a bite out of them. All
All right, let me just give them the grab condition. Done and done. Okay. Never grab a danger noodle. Danger noodles bite.
Damage bonus. Athletics plus 14. Okay, great.
Did you know they had to take
easy.
off a episode of Peppa Pig from the Australian broadcast because Peppa was making friends with a spider, and you can't tell shit like that to kids in Australia?
The
True
Doesn't
story.
surprise me.
True story, yeah. It was banned in Australia. I was like, neat.
Poor Peppa.
Peppa just needs better
And
friends.
We're gonna try and bite this thing, but I can't quite find bite on my character sheet.
That's because
Should I just drop it?
you don't normally have a bite.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I have very little understanding as to what the automated part of the druid's shapeshifting is. What I was under the impression of was that you effectively have your usual stuff, but just stat boosts and some of the abilities. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
basically what we need here is to effectively give you an unarmed strike. Which is, let's just go over here. Item, fist. Actually, I wonder if the bite is a thing. No. So it has to be
punching him with your
fist.
fangs.
Right, yeah. So we're giving you fist as a quote-unquote weapon, but this will effectively be your natural attack. So what you're going to do is whenever you want to use it, whatever the damage is for it, you can edit that with the magnifying glass. So if you hit the magnifying glass, it'll give you this menu, and if it's like a D6, just clear the dice tray and then put a D6 in it. But this will otherwise function as your whatever animal you happen to be. So I'll do the first one for you. So this is a bite. How much damage does your bite do?
So it's at plus 14, and it's going to do 2d4 plus 6.
2d4 plus 6.
2d4 plus 1d6.
What's the extra 1d6 from?
Poison.
Okay, cool. So poison, and then we're gonna say that it is not non-lethal. It is piercing. All right, and just like that, I have now added all the things I need. I can also take off non-lethal from here. There we go. And I can put that one there. Done. And just like that, I now have a bite attack for you set up. Go.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. And then I'll push that over on to the guy, hey?
Mm-hmm.
But... Oh, Christmas. Sorry. Things got in the way. Right, onto this one.
Ooh, unfortunately, your bite attack did
Should
not.
be a lot more.
Let's have a look.
Wouldn't it also be your attack number 2 because you grappled for number 1 anyway?
It should be your number 2.
Yep.
So let's see. I've got you listed here as a melee attack with a +7, which is equivalent to all of your other melee attacks.
Okay. Yep. I think that's all I can do though.
Oh wait, sorry, hold on, wait, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Wouldn't the bite be at a +9 because they said that?
Oh no, sorry, all of your things are +5. Sorry, so it would be a +9? Why?
Yeah, +9.
They said it was +14 for the bite attack.
Yeah, so I've got a +9 to my thing, so this will be a +4. All right.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's right, because you get a +4 from you being a
I'm an animal.
An animal, right. So
Yeah.
I'll just apply this as a temporary one. Cool. Okay. Well, with a +4, that is not gonna hit either.
Easy as.
Okay, done and done. Third action. You've done a grapple. You've done a bite. You've got one more.
I'd like to sort of insight. Does this thing have any? Do I know anything about it? Does it have any like weaknesses?
Make a nature check. Or any lore involving fey creatures.
Occultism?
No.
All right. Nature it is.
Uh, 23. All right. You know these stately creatures to be oculi, very similar in the category of Gorgas, much like the other dog creatures that you were fighting. They embody the fear of being lost and helpless in the dark, as well as the danger of an unreasoning terror. Their grey bodies resemble featherless owls with serrated beaks. They have the legs of a monkey and oversized eye sockets filled with shadow. The field of unnatural darkness surrounds them and distorts most creatures' visions while gazing at them. They're quick to move to kill. They love to perch on low branches or lintel and watch the blank expressions as their prey slowly succumbs to panic and fear. They're capable fighters. They prefer to hang back and slash those who frantically fly, bringing them within range and letting their prey's own terror drive them to their knees. They understand several languages, rarely communicate with non-Fey, and when they do, their language takes the form of unsettling, owl-like telepathic communications, projected images, and other things to kind of unsettle folk. Also, they hate elves.
Got that much, yeah. Excellent. All right, thank you.
All right, you do still have one action, I think.
That was my last one. That was my check.
Oh, recall. Recall knowledge isn't an action. It's a free action, I think. It's just to see what you knew before going in.
Okay.
You can, do the worm.
Do the worm. Yeah, look, I'll pass.
Done. All right, the Shadowy Owls, as I previously mentioned, unfortunately did get to see Elink in their true form, which of course means Owl gets butt kicked. So, talons come for the giant snake, which land a hit, dealing 10 points of damage. Followed by the illusion that it's going to cast. Which is going to encompass the two of you. Will save number 1. Half damage to Bilratar, whose mind seems to be quite sturdy against the onslaught of the creature's nightmarish visions. Ooh, but Elink, unfortunately, you seem to succumb to some of these illusions. Taking 11 points of damage. The second... Sorry?
Alrighty.
All right, the second of the shadowy owl creatures is going to turn to you as well, with its claws viciously swiping but missing completely before it will do the same thing and share its visions. First on Magnus, who is going to fail and suffer 12 points of damage. And Elink,
Boy.
who halves the damage and only takes 2 points of damage. But things are looking quite grim as Elink is now on 1 hit point. All right,
Oh, jeez.
Viv, we're up to you now.
Before Viv moves forward for a second, they feel a very sudden fear and is gonna just turn around to look at Lushara and Aelith and just see if there's anything coming up behind them.
Not for $40 more, there's not.
I see $40 in the background and I start sweating.
Hey, look, we're nearly at the end of the game. The odds of that are not very likely. So no, you do not see anything.
Okay. Then it's
Don't
time
say that.
to hurt these creatures. Alright, let's see. What's the best way to hurt these creatures?
Mean words.
I mean, that could work. Yeah, actually. It's gonna back up just a little.
Mm-hmm.
And all right. Let's see. So I just have to check the range on something. Yeah. Just gonna kind of start taunting owl number. Let's see. I'll do owl. Shall like owl 1, oculi 1. Just. Oh, come on. You can't be that scary. You're all the way over there. What are you gonna do?
You
Not
notice that their
scary.
faces seem to be contorted into rage towards the giant snake. You
They're going
recognize
to
this
draw
rage as...
ire.
Huh?
They're going to draw that ire towards them.
You are not.
Oh?
Mm-mm.
But with the spell.
Mm-mm.
Oh, sorry.
No, as in, you do it, but it does not work, unfortunately.
Oh, that's okay.
For assorted story, plot, ability reasons, this is what your ability does. However, it seems to have no impact on these creatures.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Although, hold on. You know what? Roll a percentage. High for your benefit, as always.
Okay.
Because these things do have very much plastered all over it, will unrelentingly attack elves. But technically, Elink is a half elf, and technically she's also a snake right now. So
Do
technically,
I, just
technically speaking,
press 2 of the
no. So on the far end, there's the 10-sided dice with the double digits. You want to roll that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just one of them.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, that did not go. One more time.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
unfortunately, yes. So unfortunately, no. Their hatred is gonna hold out.
Fair. Oh, that did not go as planned. Okay. And they can't move because I think is it with Pathfinder 2 that you can't move, do something, and then move again?
You can move, do something, and do again. That's why I got 3 actions.
Okay, then they are going to run up. Like,
Provided
okay,
you've got-
but no, that
provided
didn't work.
you've got
That
the
didn't work.
actions for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I it's 2 action to cast draw ire, so
Yeah.
just like, okay, that didn't work. Coming up.
Tiny little legs, like kind of, as like the little the little Viv comes
Just
behind
imagine
Elink.
the gingerbread man running.
All right.
Like,
No. Remember that Viv is being carried by the humanoid Viv.
oh, well, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I was just imagining the gingerbread man from Shrek.
All right, Aelith.
Okay, I am going to go for owl 1, but I'm gonna do just 1 here and see what happens. That's 20, okay. And we'll see how this goes, and if this doesn't take it down, she'll fire again.
All right, first arrow hits, does not take it down.
Okay, she's gonna try the same thing again.
All right.
Cause
Second verse, same as the first.
of reasons. Oops.
Mhm.
Come on, you. Wrong one. Oh, there we go. Here we go.
Ooh, unfortunately, a miss with that one, as that one will go wide. You do have hero
All
points,
right.
mind you, but it's up to you.
I might need those
Okay, you
later.
can hang on to them. You can hang on to them. All right, last action.
Okay. She's gonna go for number. Is this number 2? She's gonna strike at number 2 now.
All right. Oh, natural 20! Hell yeah! All right.
All right. Here
Roll
we
your
go.
damage.
Here we go. And
Boom! 20 points of damage. Freaking nice. Give us a number between 1 to 5.
let's go with 5.
Number 5 it is. With piercing damage. Creature is slowed for 1 round as you have pierced through its body,
Ooh.
which means it will lose an action on its turn. All right.
Okay. Yes.
Devastating blow as we then go to Lushara and Magnus. Yeah, you're muted.
So I have to sustain the hex on Aleph.
All right, you're maintaining your hex.
Yeah, and that's 1 action there. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give my other 2 actions to Magnus.
Done and
So we
done.
can take this owl guy down.
All right, Magnus takes 3 actions. Using their claws, they roar and slash, dealing... Oh, actually, I should probably add this while I remember to. There we go. Done.
Oh yes, the
Fire damage.
yeah, and also the pacifying effect.
Oh, yes. So, pacifying. They need to make a will save. If he lives. So, first attack
If he
is
lives.
a successful slash. Second attack
Oh.
is a successful slash. All right. Third attack. He is going to try and chompity chomp bite the owl. Oh, and will absolutely freaking do it like a champ. The owl is not looking great as Magnus rips and tears them into a new one. Now, as the claws sink in because of the new collar that you have bought him, as a reaction, he must make a will save DC 20 or become pacified.
Ooh.
He fails. He is pacified, meaning he takes a -2 penalty for 1 minute on any attack that isn't non-lethal. He is receiving psychic warnings that he should not
Nice.
kill folks. All right, which leads us with
Nice.
Arsini.
Nice. And that was number 2 that got that?
Yeah, number 2 has pacifying.
Okay. So then I will use my 2 actions to once again send the needle darts back at Owl 1 as they kind of loop around and hit him again. Or
All right.
attempt to hit him again.
Make your attack, Steve.
Ah, I'm a hero pointing that.
Your hero pointing it? Oh. Yeah, okay, you can hero point it.
Don't do it.
Oh no!
Didn't need to. All right. Swing, and unfortunately, a series of misses. You have 1 more action. What do you want to do with it?
Can't really do anything. I guess I can just throw a dagger.
You can do
at
the
him.
worm.
Do the worm. Well,
When in
my
doubt,
dagger's not
do the
out.
worm. All right.
You know what? Yeah, I don't do anything because my dagger's not out. It would take an action to pull it out. So.
All right, you pull out your dagger, and that is done. Bilrotar, our barbarian's dwarf. What do you want to do?
Probably hearing Ellen beside me more in pain and everything else.
You hear the sounds of a snake dying.
It's just going to be pummel kick.
Pummel kick.
And as fast of a flurry as the short dwarven arms and legs can do.
First, a solid hit. For 7 damage. It's still kicking. Second action. Nice. Second massive hit. The owl goes down.
Yes.
Woo!
Nice.
And I did say at the time, for thematics, kick its corpse into the wall.
Wham! It slams against the wall and slides down a bloody trail along the wall there. Elink,
All right.
blood
Let's
is
get
filling
this.
your mouth. You taste
Let's,
steel.
Give this a red hot go. And Link wraps around the thing and takes a big bite down onto its like jugular.
Nice! You rip out its throat and kill the second of the owls with no problem whatsoever. Its body
Aye.
lays down and gets cold in front of you.
I de-animal and start like spitting out anything that would have been in my mouth, and I'm like, and then I'm gonna eat a cornucopia.
Oh yeah, nice. Very well. You you transform back and you spit out some mouths filled with some mouthfuls of like blood and the like, and then yeah, you devour a small druidic feast.
Mm,
Some
delicious.
nuts, some berries, some honey. Absolutely amazing. All right. Beneath the shade of the shadowy tree, you see one of the knotholes that the creatures were standing behind suddenly transform into a twisted door. It swings open with a creak, beckoning you in, inviting you within the dark bowers of the tree in front of you. You know within Kanmipo awaits, as well as the shade with a key that may hold answers to your missing moments and the memories taken from you by the Aedara. But that is a story for another day. Thank you, of course, to my lovely players for coming and hanging out with me today and having a wonderful time. It was an absolutely marvelous adventure. I had a lot of fun. I hope my players did as well.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Great. Much traumatizing.
So much traumatizing.
Much
Lots of things were seeded. Lots of cool things happened. It was freaking great. And of course, we got to touch on a few little things here and there for a couple of the backstory stuff. So that's going to be fun to check out too. Now, guys, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here so many times during the week. Look at our schedule. It's chockers with a whole bunch of stuff. All the times are in AWST, which is Australian Western Standard Time. We'll be back in like 8 hours, give or take, for Curse of the Crimson Throne with another group of Patreons. Then Wednesday, we'll be back for Reign of Winter. Friday, depending on how things go, we may be here for 7 Dooms of Sandpoint. We should be, but we're just checking on a few things. Then Sunday, we will be back for more Gatewalkers with these fine folk here. You can also find me over on Careful Cantrip, where I play Keelan Windchaser over in their Campaign 3 adventure, which is going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, go and do the thing. Be well, be safe, be kind, because I told you to. No. Stay safe, be wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. Be sure to vote on the Crit Awards for your good friend Dag, so that he may win a shiny award. And until we meet again, as always, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.